Hello there, everybody, and today I'm reviewing The Bad Batch. We are very close to the last few episodes of the show itself. And I gotta say, these episodes are very straightforward. We are at the episode Juggernaut. So the Batch have a new lead of how they can find Omega on Tantiss. Crosshair reveals that the Admiral from all the way back in Season 2 that was trying to destroy Kamino and all clones, the one who got arrested, is apparently in a labor camp prison, and they're their only option. The Batch questioning why he kept this from them, and he just says Crosshair just says like how he didn't think he'd be trustworthy, and so they have no other choice but with the help of their friend, and they are able to find their way to the labor camp prison. But meanwhile, Omega has made it to Mount Tantiss, and she's confronted by Hemlock, who has said that he is glad that she chose to come back here, surrender herself. And Omega's basically learning about everything that's going on with the clones. She's even learning about the Force-sensitive children we saw an episode ago. And he tells her that her blood is special for their big plan. So it looks like they want the clone Palpatine or something, or they have an army of Force-sensitive people in clones or troopers. We have to wait and see. But hopefully the Batch can rescue all these clones. But Omega is just not liking it. She's even trying to convince her sister that she doesn't need this life of being a scientist here, but she's still not convinced. But the Batch are in like this chase. It kind of reminds me of The Mandalorian, where Din is like on that truck when he's trying to get the information to save Grogu. It kind of reminds me of that. And it gets like an Indiana Jones kind of vibe, like chase. And I think they were able to rescue the Admiral, and he basically says, "What are you guys doing here?" And they do find him in like the factory working with like Ugnaughts, and that's where the chase happens. And I think they are rescued, which leads probably to the next episode. Like I think it's called Infiltrate or something, where the Batch hatch their next plan. They're on like this cloud-like planet, and they're plotting their next move with the help of Echo, who has returned. And the Admiral does not like clones. He even says that once the clones tell him here's the plan, and he's just not agreeing to it since he realizes how crazy it is. But he has no other choice. I think Crosshair managed to stun him at least in the last episode. But I think while this is all going on, Omega is plotting her next move to escape, and she's in her prison. And at the end of that last episode, she was introduced to the prison where all the children are, and she decides to talk to her peers about it. But once they start learning they have no means of escape, she's still convinced that she can still do it, since she said she's escaped before and she can do it again. So it's nice Omega's still making her own decisions, as she literally tries to dig, like, she has, like, this screw-sharp object she can use to, like, open the hatches where she can escape, and she is almost caught when a doctor comes down and sees what she's up to, but she's just like, hello. But she uses, like, a bunch of these, like, chip things the children are allowed to play with, and she basically makes, like, a blue map of, like, everything that's going on, the blueprints that of the whole base. And she's basically going to help these kids find their way out in the clones. So we're probably going to see that the next episode. And it's weird how when it's actually nice that the children, at least the one Omega's sister, they actually say she's the nice one. Even though she is still in this mindset with the other doctors like Hemlock, who's still terrifying. But the Batch managed to sneak onto an Imperial base, and I do like the line where the Admiral is like, I was demoted, I was an officer or something, and they say, you've been demoted, and they managed to sneak on board, And they even have to spray paint their armor to blend in. It kind of reminds me of like the Rebels, where like they always spray paint their helmets, and so they managed to sneak on board. But of course, the people there are suspicious. And they managed to stun one of them, and and Echo manages to be left behind as he's using the intel so they can find their way to Mount Tantus. As the Admiral does know, he has like the coordinates, and that's where they're at. And I think they managed to attach themselves to a Star Destroyer, a shuttle, and they managed to fly off with him. And that's that episode. So these episodes, I do like it because of how consistent. I've been saying this a lot in my reviews, but like they're consistent, and that's what I like about it. And I feel like these episodes, I don't think they're like the best episodes, but like I feel they're also, it's leading to somewhere greater. And these are just, like I said, straightforward episodes. I'd probably give them both like a 7 out of 10, but yeah, they're interesting. I heard just one argument that like these episodes are filler, and I just don't see it. I just see it. I don't know what the finale is gonna be. I think it's gonna be like a big, like, where all the clones come together, and we don't know what's gonna happen. There's probably gonna be a lot of sacrifice, but I'm really looking forward to all of it. So that's my thoughts on these 2 episodes. So that being said, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always.